Hi everyone, I'm doing another balancing act with my mobile phone to get this video because having tried all the different cameras I can't get any of them to work. It's something I'm doing obviously. Anyway, I thought we'd make this. It is just so pretty. It's a church candle. You get 2 in a pack from, I think I possibly got them from Wilko, but I bought them last year, so I can't really remember. But there's 2 in the pack, and I wouldn't have paid very much for them, maybe £2.99. But they're lovely for these mini milk cartons. But the difference with this one is I've taken the window up and over, so because if that didn't go over, you wouldn't really see the candle, what was inside if the window stopped there. So I took it up and over so you can actually see the candle. And it turned out really rather well, actually. I'm really pleased with it. So I thought I'd take you through making one, hopefully. Okay, so what you will need is, I'm using double-sided paper again, a nice quality. Don't try it with card because the measurements won't work out properly. Double-sided paper is easily heavy enough to hold that candle, and it's a heavy candle. Okay, so from one sheet of 30x5, which is 12 by 12, but that's the only inches you're going to get out of me, you can get the box itself, the wrap for the candle either side, and there's still a bit left if you wanted to do a tag or something on the outside of the box. So one step at a time. So for the main piece, you need a piece of paper measuring 29 by 20.5 centimeters. Okay, 29 by 20.5. Then you're going to score at 7, 14, 21 and 28. Okay, then you're going to turn it on its side so that if your paper's directional, which mine isn't really, it's the bottom, you're going to start scoring. So 5, 14.8 and 18.8. Okay, I'll do that again. 5, 14.8 and 18.8. And then you can use your trimmer to do it. Just put your pencil down in between the trimmer slots. Line that up with 3.5 and make a mark through that, the smallest of the score lines. Then again it's 17.5. Okay, because what we're going to do with those is we are going to create this sort of angle side of the box. Okay, so go to your next score line down. So we're working on the top where the 2 score lines are, as opposed to where there's only one at the bottom. So you're going to go to where the score lines intersect, bring your ruler up to your pencil mark and draw in that diagonal with a scoring tool. Turn it round and do the same again, so you've got an inverted V, and then do the same at the 3.5 centimeter mark. I don't know if you can hear that noise outside. It is the big lawnmower doing the grass across the way. There we go. Right, very little cutting with this. All you need to cut off is down this narrow 1 centimeter gluing tab. You need to cut to the first score line, take a tiny wedge in, there we go, and then a tiny wedge at the top of here. And that's anything you cut off. And then while we're here, actually let's fold it first, I find it easier. Okay, so let's score in the lines. That on the top, this tiny score line folds back the opposite direction. Because once you've folded it, you'll be able to see the score lines easier. And the beauty of using double-sided paper is you can do what I did here and use the reverse of the paper to wrap the candle if you like it enough. I'm really pleased with that one actually. Okay, let's not get distracted. Right, we're not cutting wedges, we are just cutting straight lines up that fold line to the first score line. Okay, so that's all we're doing. That's all the cutting with the scissors for now. Right, the next two pieces you need are, you'll need a little piece of acetate that measures 10.5 by 6.5 centimetres. I'm leaving me sticky on so I can find it. And a piece of cord that measures 9.5 by 5.5. Any scrap cord will do. As you can see, I've already used it. Any scrap cord will do, because all we're going to do is put glue on it, and position it in the second full panel across and up over this top score line, this second off top score line, so that we're going to get this where it's visible through the top of the box as well. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be exact, just trying to get in the middle between the two score lines, just so it looks level. Doesn't matter how high up or how low down, that's up to you. Just don't go too high or you'll see the inner panels. I'm going to settle for that. So there's my score line here. So it's in the centre and I'm probably about 1.5 centimetres up from the bottom. Then you just need a decent blade on your craft knife. And we're going to use this as a template to cut out the window. You can do it with your dies, I generally do, but just to save all the noise with the die cutting machine and my camera tripod's in the way, and you can probably see the bottom of that tripod in the camera, not sure. But for those of you who don't have dies, this is also the way to do it. I mean, if you've got dies, you can also cut the next size up or the next size down, whichever way you want to go to create a frame on the outside. But I don't want a frame on this one. There we go. So you can keep that. Obviously, if I was going to use this, I would have stuck it on my right hand side. But you can keep that and use it as a tag if you want to. Okay, so this is where we're up to thus far. Okay, now one thing I almost forgot to do is we need to fold on these score lines as well, these diagonal ones we did, but these fold inside the box. I mean, it's paper, so if you forget to fold on them, don't worry too much, they should still form the shape for you, but it just looks nicer if you scored them in. Okay, 9, 10. There we go, so that's where we're at the moment. Now I'm going to use my 3mm tape and I'm just going to put a border of it around this window, well, this aperture at the moment. I actually already did this, tried doing this video once and I made that nice pink box that I've just showed you, and that was with that camera that I got the other day, but it's just, it looks great, it looks like it's working, and then I don't know what's going on, it just doesn't. But I liked it because you view it on the computer screen so you can see what you're recording, or at least I thought you could, but obviously you can see what you're recording, but it isn't recording anything. But hey-oh. Anyway, right, so I've burnished down the tape. Always burnish down your tape. It bonds it to the paper. And I'm using my old craft blade, the back of it, to just get underneath the carrier paper on my double-sided tape, just to get it off easier. Everybody's got their own choice of tools to do certain things. This just works for me. Right, now I've left my sticky on my acetate, so I'm able to find it, which is joy. Okay, oh, I think I've cut this a bit too short, a bit too narrow. Yeah, I've gone 5.5 instead of 6.5. Bear with me. Okay, trim this one down. That's the only problem when you're doing something and you end up doing it over and over and over. You start confusing yourself in the end. Though this is only the second time I've done this on video, so not as bad as usual. So hopefully this is the right size now. Yes, fab. Right, so as I say, it is 10.5 by 6.5. So get it onto your tape. Once you've got it down, burnish this down as well. Now you need to make sure it's not going over your crease. I've measured it especially so it won't. Just you make sure it's not sliding over there without you realising. Okay, so we have our window. Right, next. I'm going to use my Anita's tacky glue. I decanted into these bottles just because they're easier to squeeze than the Anita's bottle. But everybody's got their own preference for glues and tapes and craft tools. This just happens to be mine, and this is another preference I have. I've seen loads of people who just do that and fold it together. I can't do that. I always end up picking it up just to be 100% sure it's in the right place. Up to you. You can do it flat or you can pick it up like I do. And I tend to fold it back down ever so gently. Cut those off a bit. There we go. Right, so that's your box done. Right, you know which one your front is because it's the one with the window. So fold that one out of the way. We are going to glue the two side ones together first. So fold that one in. Sorry. Side one, fold this one in first, put a bit of glue on one edge. Don't worry about sticking it for now, just get it folded in. Fully cover the back panel with glue, fold it down, and then finally your front panel. Again, fully cover this with glue and fold that down. Then with a ruler, go inside and smooth all the glue out from the inside, and that will secure the panels as well. If you wanted to be like really happy that it would hold this candle, which I've proved it already does, you could always put a piece of cardboard in the bottom of there. You don't need it, but if that's what you wanted to do. So there we go, we're done. Because now all you do is put your fingers, oh, I'll put my candle in. Right, so your candle goes in there. Oh, right, sorry, almost forgot the wrap. Now, am I going to do it? Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it the other way around. Right, so the best way to do your wrap is to curl your paper a little bit. It just makes it easier to go around your candle. Right, bit of glue down one end. Line it up. Spread the glue out. There we go, that's a candle. So pop that on the bottom of your box. Then all you do is poke the corners in and then line up the edges at both sides and confirm that crease in the middle. There you go. Quite sweet, I think. I like the pink one better. Then all you need to do, if you want to, is with a small hole punch, take it in from one side as far as it'll go and punch your hole, and then do the same from the other side. Then you know they're in the same place. Then all you need to do is thread your cord through there, tie it off, or don't put the holes in and use a spring clip. Okay, Cokie, hopefully I'm done. Thank you.